All right, guys, we're gonna continue the boat makeover here, and now we're outside. It's a nice day, and we're gonna try to get this carpet off of this boat here. But the first thing I gotta do, I gotta take all my mounts off. I gotta take I don't think I got to take the foot off because this little bracket around the actual trolling motor foot pedal, like it comes straight up. And just basically take the carpet off so we can try to get this pattern. I don't want to try to tear it or anything like that, so I'm gonna try to take my time about getting this off, and that way we can go ahead with trying to get the carpet and the pad here on the boat. All right, guys, I think I got everything out the way to be able to pull this carpet up. Like I said, I got the trolling motor foot out the way. I got this front panel up so I can get to the carpet that's up under it. The first thing I need to do is, this carpet has a edging around the edge to trim out the carpet, and I want to make sure I keep that intact because I got new edging, new trim, but I want to try to keep this in the shape that it's in. We'll have somewhat like a template. Guys, I know the lighting is terrible up under this carport, but we just got to deal with it. Got a pair of pliers. I think I can grab the front of this carpet. Hopefully it doesn't break off. Get me a corner so I can grab it. And I'm just gonna try to pull it off in one piece. Trying to keep in mind where it's already cut, well, don't pull it apart. Also remove the rod holder part there. Got that out the way too. And trying to make sure that I'm not gripping the carpet in the inside here. Trying to make it a good template for we can go back with, we can cut the other carpet out here. That's a screw stuck up right there. This is where I had that Lorenz puck. I just wanted to pull over top of it right now. It's a little spot I gotta fix. Just making my way around here. It's coming up pretty easy. Okay. That is the front carpet removed. All right, this is the part I've been dreading, you know, the scraping, but we're gonna remove the back part next and get that out the way. We're gonna remove the floor, so when I start scraping, I have everything out the way. So let me move on to that. All right, guys, you see I had to remove the seats to get to the carpet that was behind the seats. Like I said, I want that in one whole piece. I need to remove the seats anyway because I'm gonna redo the seats also. So just trying to get to the carpet behind it. I'm trying not to mess up the pattern. Yeah. Do this easier for you to take that real closely. That's right. Here's everything. You do. Go ahead. Yeah, move careful. I'm dreaming. This is how I'll take the car off. Wait, it's done. Got it done. And get it, so I do it. Not be in a hurry. Problem is making time to do it because it's a process now. You think you're gonna get it done in a week, especially if you work, if you're not retired and you don't want to spend 12-hour days on it. It's not gonna happen just in a week or two. Especially if you're doing it the way I'm doing it, putting padding on it. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but just add an extra cost and enough extra time to do it. All right. Okay, I got the hot foot loose, and I want to just try to see if I can get this carpet off and under it, because you can't move it too far. And I want to pay good close attention not to rip this carpet, because I'm still debating if I'm gonna get a custom made floor mat or just go back with carpet. Right now I'm leaning just going back with carpet. All these old world worms that I found behind that hot foot about the floor drain here. I wish you guys was here helping me. Trying to figure this out as I go. Okay. That's all the carpet out here. We got the carpet, like I said, laid out here. And like I said, the biggest thing I want to do is pay attention. All right, guys, stop right here. And I'm saying this to help you guys out and for you don't make the mistakes I made. You see that carpet laying on the driveway. I messed all my carpet up on this job to begin with. If you look at that carpet is facing down. And if you look at that template on top of that carpet, it's facing up. That is mistake number one, and that basically made me have to order new carpet for this job. That one that goes on the template that goes on front of my boat was okay because it's symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. So when you flip it over, it should be the same on both sides. And I cut it long around the whole thing, so I was able to manipulate it to get it to actually work. But the back, on the back of my boat is narrow, gets narrow on one side than it does on the other side. So I had to redo it, and the floorboard carpet, the mat that goes in the floor, when I went to flip it back and put it in the boat, it was cut opposite ways because I cut the template facing up and the carpet facing down. So the carpet facing down, the template should be facing down right on top of it. So when you flip it over and put in your boat, it's the same as the template that you cut it out. That's just a rookie mistake, and I want to stop you guys right here and let you look at that so you don't make that same mistake. But we're going to keep on going with the video, but I just wanted to make sure we stopped and let you know that specific problem that I had there. So I had to order 12 feet of new carpet before I could do the back and before I could do the floorboard, the carpet that goes in the floor. So make sure you don't make that mistake. Make sure you got the carpet down and the template down, and that way you won't make the same mistake I did. So everything like it turned out pretty good. So like I said, that carpet that I had, I ordered that like in February of 24. And this carpet that I bought here, it looks the same, but who knows, I hadn't pulled the boat out in the sun to let, even look at it. So, but make sure you don't make that mistake. We'll continue with the video. To how the carpet is running. Like I said, I put all the other lids where the grain of the carpet is going up and down, not across. So we make sure we got that laid out right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a rough outline of this. This is cut right here. You want some extra? And here inside I'll do the same thing. I'll give it 2 inches, I'll use it about 1 inch. Extra. And over here on the side over here, I have the padding lined up. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing with the padding, because that pattern can be in two pieces, especially these little arm pieces here. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. And I'm gonna trim this exactly, because I know I won't need any more. I will probably need less. So this one I can trace right around the edge of the carpet here. So I will be leaving an inch more space around the outside of the carpet. Walk around the inside here. Alright guys, we had some audio problems here. This is just where I was trying to show you guys where I messed up that cut on the back of this boat with the carpet. I was only probably 2 to 3 inches short on the width, and I just didn't want to try to put a patch piece in there or anything like that, and especially when I was trying to put padding on the under the back. Like I said, I just did have to end up buying more carpet just to fix that problem. So but you know, like I said, we got over it, we got it done, so that's not a big deal. The only problem is the new carpet has a slightly different color range on it. I mean, it looks fine from the front, but if you look at it from the back, you can tell it's just a different shade. So but you know, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it, and we're gonna keep on going. So but like I said, right now we just looking at the back, and here on this one, this is when I first figured out that I'm gonna need help trying to get this glue off the front of this boat. That glue had, some of the places were still kind of soft, but it was super sticky. And I seen a video from a guy called Blake Knies, Knies fishing on YouTube. He had a video doing carpet, and he said that he used this 747 adhesive remover, and I went to Home Depot, picked me up a gallon of it, and on the back of it, it says, you know, for different types of glue that you need to do different types of things. I read it just to make sure that it wouldn't strip the dang you know, the gel coat off my boat or something. So it said that go half and half with warm water, and I put that in a spray bottle and just sprayed it around on the boat, all the whole surface of the boat where all the glue was and all that good stuff. And it seemed to work real good, especially for Blake. He decided to leave it on there overnight, and as I got started, I told myself, well, yeah, just leave it on there overnight and come back and see what it does, because without that 747, it would have took hours and hours of pain. I mean, just torturing yourself trying to scrape that glue as hard as you could just to, you know, get 2 or 3 inches off of it. So I appreciate it, Blake, and if you ever see this video, y'all need to go over and check his channel out. I'll make sure I have it in the description. He did his boat carpet. You know, he did things differently than I did, but you know, just everybody got their own way of doing things. So but that's where I got the idea for the 747. So like I said, here I'm just going to spray it around, and we're going to come back and see how easily it came up with just spraying that stuff on it. Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to spray every little nick and corner that might have glue on it. And like I said, I removed the trimming around the boat, so I sprayed that stuff too. It left some kind of sticky 3M adhesive on the back of that boat trimming, which is called trim lock. So like I said, I'm just trying to make sure I got every little spot. And I did put a mask on just because the wind was blowing, and that stuff was blowing some everywhere. So I'm pretty sure it's not good to breathe if it removes glue. So I took time to put my PPE on, and just to be safe. So like I said, I just made sure I sprayed every part of this boat down real good, made it super wet. I mean, I had puddles and corners at some time, after I got through spraying it. So I didn't want to have to do another coat, so I just put it on there real heavy. So we'll get to the part where, like I said, we come back and try to scrape it up. Especially like the glue that's in the floorboard. That a lot of that glue stayed on that floor, so that stuff was super duper tough. So that was one of the things I wanted to just show you on that was a tough area that you could see most of that glue is still on the floor. It didn't come up with the carpet, so that place was a tough place to even just try to scrape. This is the next morning where I come to try to scrape this glue off, and somehow my audio comes back when I place the camera back on the tripod. And this is bad lighting up here in the front. I'm just gonna take you to the back, like this one spot right here. I'm barely pushing that. And, in some spots it might take a little effort, but most of it is just coming off, because I did a little test spot right here. As you can see, this is all the way down to the gel coat, and it hasn't done anything to the gel coat, and it's coming up pretty easy. So I'm amazed at that stuff, and it's not toxic, and it doesn't have a whole bunch of fumes and all that good stuff. Look at that. So it's a must if you're doing a carpet job to get some of that 742, because it's going to save you hours of scraping this glue off. So we're gonna, I'm just going through just testing spots. And some spots like right here, I probably didn't get enough on it. It's coming up pretty good, but you might want to put a little bit more on there, and it might help your job out. Like this is the tough spot right here. Let me try to get good lighting on that. Now it's just coming up so easy. I don't even know if I could have got that up just by manually doing it without that 747. And the other spot down here in the floorboard, this is the toughest of them all. And as you can see, like that one spot, I might have to put some more on there, but in a lot of spots it just comes up so easy. So let me get this taken care of, and I'll come back when all the glue is up, Like I said, a lot of places still wet. I'm gonna probably have to wipe it down with acetone to get all that residual 742 off of there. So it's kind of cool out here today, so I'm gonna get started on this, and we'll come back when I'm finished. Okay, I am finished getting all the glue off the bottom of this boat. You see how clean it is. I wiped it down with some acetone after getting all that 747 off, and the surface is ready to put down the padding. So I think we're good to go on that. The floor come out pretty good. And up here in the front, it's real good. It's ready to go. The only thing I got to do is I got to get this it's really not glue, it's foam that come off the edge, and I got to go down the edge with a razor blade or something to get that off. I've been testing it here or there, but it's just not falling off like the glue here on the actual boat. So the next thing we're going to do is we're probably not going to do it today because it's still have taken me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get it to this point. I'm just taking my time trying to get all in the inside here. That was my problem. Like over there, I did the best I could to get that glue off where the hinges go, and it's still some on there. So, but I think we're good to go. So we're gonna move to the next step. Like I said, I'll probably finish out today on getting this edging glue up, and tomorrow I'll be ready to glue down some pads. So just want to come back and show you guys the finished product. And